And we're just going to assume that we are live. Hey, everybody, this is Eric Rush. We're doing the Max Action Daily Show where you can make a difference so you don't end up being just mad. Okay. So, yesterday we talked about how a, well, you get on air and you just go stupid. Hey, significance. Does my dream benefit others? That's today's conversation. Let me back up. Just proof that you don't always got to be good at everything as long as you're willing to keep swinging. Guys, yesterday's conversation was, does working towards my dream bring satisfaction? I do have to backtrack here a second because there's a part in here that I missed. Yeah, this is from Maxwell. One of the things I've observed about successful people over the years is that they do what is right, no matter how they feel. And by doing right, they feel good. On the other hand, unsuccessful people wait to feel good before they do what is right. And as a result, they neither do what's right nor feel good. I know. Ouch, right? I've been on both sides of that, guys. Think about that because I almost want to just, you know, never thought about seriously getting a tattoo, but really that ought to go right there so that I get to look at it every day and think about, how am I going to feel if I do the right things? The other thing that people need to really think about is, I got some people that have kind of been making noises lately about not being able to find the partner that they'd like to have. If you do the right things, people are going to notice, including the opposite sex. And it's also going to breed confidence so that you're going to know that you are a valuable offering. And then you will not be afraid to start conversations, if you know what I mean. So, guys, that was just something I wanted to dig out of the weeds for you there. Um, I have one other one here. It talks about Rocky. Rocky, of course, is a fictional character, but his journey reveals basic truths about what it means to find satisfaction in the pursuit of a dream. The process is everything. Who you become in the process makes a difference. And if you can find contentment in the journey towards your dream, if you can answer yes to the fulfillment question, then you can go to bed at the end of the day knowing that you lived that day well, no matter what tomorrow brings. So, guys, I'm going to kind of remind everybody, anybody that didn't catch the show yesterday, what can you do today so that you can feel like a badass? Put whatever label on it you want: upstanding citizen, follow through person, lovey dovey, whatever. For my personality, badass fits because it makes me feel as though I did what I'm supposed to and that I'm prepared better for tomorrow's challenges. So if that offends you, I'm sorry. But if it does offend you, you can always turn me off. Okay. The next chapter that we're looking at here, guys, it talks about the significance question: who will my dream benefit? I have ambitions of taking the show to the point where we got 10,000 people to fill the Van Andel. I feel as though it's going to help people get out of their self created prison so that they can feel free. There is no better feeling than to be free to be who you want to be and know in your heart with confidence that you are a good person and that you're going to find the people that appreciate you for you. So you don't really have to give a shit about what the people that don't like you think. I'm not talking about being rude and offensive and everything else. But if you're the right kind of person that's going to attract the kind of friends that you want, and you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing, to become the you want to be, your friends and significant other, they'll find you when the time is right. So, as we're going through here, one of the things that they were kind of touching on here, and I highlighted some parts here, I want to do something significant for myself. A lot of times people don't think about um, the fact that they are the machine that's going to produce results, that's going to be the catalyst that starts momentum and starts a movement. If you don't want to be what's referred to as number one, which means the silly guy that wants to start a show of his own, you can still help fulfill your dream by being a number two or three, or even in a hell, from what I'm talking about with my ambitions, number 10,000 is going to have more significance than everybody else before him. So it doesn't matter where you plug in. But what I will tell you is that you need to make sure that you're doing something for yourself, because that's what's going to keep you going. Now, the next part is I want to do something significant for others. So, guys, you can brew up whatever kind of plan you want. My plan is to continue to learn and continue to share. Now, I realize that there's going to be some things that I need to do to get better, more polished. Um, and, but then again, I am who I am. It's taken me 54 years to get here. I'll grow with you guys and we'll all grow together. Um, but that does bring up questions. What are you doing to invest in yourself? And what are you doing to invest in others? Guys, I mentioned yesterday, whenever I am not in the middle of a conversation or making phone calls or, I believe that if you got one of these and you got one of these, that there is $1 million worth of information on your butt if you use a phone clip or in your back pocket. So I make a regular habit of investing in myself every day. And if you don't know what to look for, go to YouTube and put something in. Once upon a time, I put in how to tolerate incompetent people. And it's very interesting. YouTube had some answers. I learned some things. So I can be just as incompetent as everybody else on days. It just depends on what I'm playing with. So don't, again, that's not saying that I got it all figured out. I'm a long ways from it. Um, Mother Teresa, this is a really good one to think about. A day lived without doing something good for others is a day not worth living. I have morphed my ambitions because I know if I can build up enough other people, it won't matter how much money I've got. If I help everybody else succeed, even if I'm flat broke, somebody's going to make sure I don't go hungry and I'm not homeless. So, what goes around comes around. And a lot of times when the world talks about karma, everybody wants to assume they're talking about bad karma. It works in the right way too, or in a positive way. So if you pay it forward, it comes back. And I don't know about you, if I can catch somebody doing something right and I thank them for doing it, nobody needs to tell me that that was right because I know it. The other day, while I was making insurance phone calls, I caught a guy who was an ambulance driver who was at work. And before I got off the phone, I made sure to thank the guy for being willing to do what he does, because that level of going from zero to a heightened state actually has been scientifically proven to take days off of someone's life. So if you know anybody that works in any kind of a trauma related business, doctor, nurse, especially the ones that work in the ER, fireman, cop, or police officer, in case somebody finds that offensive, I'm sorry. Thank them for doing their job because they're the ones that are holding civilization together, people. Um, let's get real. On our own, we just like to fight against each other most of the time. Um, Thomas Edison, I never perfected an invention without thinking in terms of how it would benefit others. Guys, do you realize that Thomas Edison had a third grade education? Third grade. The rest of it he figured out on his own by just stepping up and making the decision that he was going to be a badass. Anybody that doesn't know it, there is a Thomas Edison Museum. It's his actual lab, his actual lab. There's a three-story library, maybe it's a two-story library. There's gajillions of books in there. The bad part is that they can't let you snoop through them because it'll deteriorate the books. But just think about how many thoughts came out of nowhere in that laboratory. So makes the phrase "think about it" goes to a whole new level, guys. Um, we should not receive we should not receive anything without giving, and we and we cannot give anything without receiving in return. Back to the karma thing. You cannot pay it forward without it eventually coming back. Um, and I guess for me, it doesn't matter. As long as I keep paying it forward, I feel good about the fact that I'm paying it forward so that I live my life every day, every single day, trying to do what I can to serve others just because I'm here to help. Pursuing a dream with with others has meant practicing together, sacrificing together, working together, planning together, communicating together, winning together, and celebrating together. That really is what life is all about. Um, Back in the day, we actually used to live in tribes, and there was a much closer, sorry guys, much closer bond between the people in that tribe, and they looked out for each other more. And the one thing that I'm creating here is a stronger tribe where people can look out for each other, learn together, share together, look out for each other, and pick each other up when they get knocked down. I'm going to steal a quote that Gail threw at me here the other day, which really makes, um, actually, it's the title that I'm going to put on this show. Sit with warriors. The conversation is different. Wow. Now, in the past, I'd been told that I was antisocial when people would be talking about the rumor mills. I don't care. Some of the crap that's going on in politics right now, again, I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because I am not in a position to change any of it. And I'm not going to drag the burden mentally of that negativity. It's not that I don't care. I just can't carry the baggage for the rest of the world so that I can keep moving forward. I'm going to end with a little page here that I think really will make some people think. Can you answer yes to this significance question? Does my dream benefit others? At what stage of life do you currently find yourself? Are you simply surviving? If so, it's time to take steps towards success. You can't give what you don't have. Create a foundation and a platform for giving to others by doing something significant for yourself. If you are not already pursuing your dream, get moving. Just start doing the work today. The second one, are you already achieving success? If you are, perhaps you are nearing the crossroads where you must decide whether you will live for yourself or for others. How can I expand your dream to include others and help them to benefit from what you have already achieved? Guys, that's what Maxwell did when he wrote these books because we're all reaping the benefits. He actually gets up and reads like 4 or 5 hours a day and takes notes out of all of it. And when he started it, he didn't really necessarily know where he was going. He was just trying to pour into himself so that he could be the best pastor that there was out there in the world. And now it's turned into a following of 30,000 coaches around the planet. I think it might have worked. Are you striving for significance? If so, then it's time to take your contribution to the next level. One is too small of a number to achieve greatness. Dream bigger and include others in your dreams. Lead others to join you in the process. It will enlarge you, enlarge them, and benefit more people in a much more significant way. What do you feel called or what what do you feel called or designed to do? Who are you most qualified to serve? How can you best add value to others in the time you have in this life? Guys, I don't know if you know this. I used to live in a trailer park. Then I lived in a barn, literally, raised vegetables, sold them on the road, dug up night crawlers and sold them there, milked cows, developed alcoholism, enjoyed a whole lot of drugs the summer that I was 19 years old. I'm lucky I didn't kill me or anybody else. Finally decided to pull my head out and go to school and start learning and start figuring out how I could be better. I really wish that I'd have realized a long time ago that if I could learn things that I could apply with other people, my life would be at a different spot right now. So the sooner people can get that into their head that it's a team effort, that's when things are really going to start moving forward. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I will tell you that there is a conclusion to this book. That's the conclusion. I've not even touched it. We've been through this book 3 times, I think, and there's wisdom in here that I've not even touched. So because of that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some bonus shows for Saturday and Sunday. You guys don't have to jump out of bed and listen to them with me because I'm going to record them. I'm going to post them up on the Max Action Facebook page, which is MAXX, Max with 2 X's, Action Team on Facebook. I'm also going to publish them on the Max Action YouTube channel. Check those out if you want to know how the story ends. Here we go. Anyway, guys, that's that on that. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'll bet you do too. Pay it forward. Find somebody doing something right and make sure that you thank them for doing their job, because everything from the trash man to the heart surgeon and everybody in between, they're doing the best they can with what they got. And the only way we are going to get better is if we get better together. Work hard, play hard, guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks for being here.